Hello, hello, hello. About the disaster here. What's going on? There we go. Good. I'm trying something new, guys. Hello, Kathy. Hi, Michelle. You got my notification? I gotta move the camera just to here. Sorry, making you guys dizzy. There we go. I am trying something I watched in a video today. Or was it yesterday? And I want to try it. And it's my new book to do the mixed media and with just the stress oxides or the sprays. And nothing watching TC. What's watching TC? Or you mean television? I was sleeping. I was tired. I shoveled snow today, fell at the end of my driveway, got a bruise on my butt and my thigh, or I should say my hip. Yeah, I'm good. Well, took a hot bath, soaked the bones, as my grandpa would say. I'm a little sore. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm going to get back into my routine too on Tuesdays. Friday night. Awesome. Yeah, I want to get back into my Tuesday nights and then when I just feel like going randomly. Hi, Lisa. Oh, we probably could do that. Sure. Pick a night where we're not all busy. Now that the holidays are over and seems like I'm coming down off a high. I tell ya, those holidays. Seems like I was busy all the time. I haven't watched Lisa's Dollar Tree haul yet. I've seen it. She posted a video, but I haven't watched it. But I will. Alright, the fun part. I know I want the pink. And I want the candy apple. And I want spicy marmalade. I know. You kidding? I know. If you have to go to bed, Kathy. I'm not. It's alright, I understand. I got you. I understand, woman. I was watching tomorrow, see how it looks after I'm done. It's alright. I get it. Like I said, I woke up early. I fell asleep. Then I woke up. Alrighty. Good night, Kathy. Love you. No intentions of being up this late either, so. But I woke up. I was hoping to sleep later. Good night. I need to replace all my sponges. They're getting so bad. See all those little flecks of it coming off? Sponge. Let's go up here. I feel like this fruit, yeah, candy apple. I have the reason for nope. Nope. Oh, I can't wait for taxes. Did you have a good holiday, Michelle and Lisa? Oops. What was that? There we go. As you can see, I'm just randomly here and there wherever I feel like it. Did you have a good Christmas, Michelle? Oh, Wednesdays? Or no, Thursdays? Probably Thursday would be a good night. That's how our New Year's was going to start, was quiet, but we went swimming with the kids. It was a fun evening. Had a good time. Christmas was good for me. Family was over. 'Cause I host Christmas Eve. So it was a good time. Hello, everybody that's watching. Matter of fact, I could use that hot tub right now, I tell you. Yeah, my sponge is almost cashed. Of course, I don't have a pink raspberry. Let's see. We'll use this one. I know what I'm doing right now is pretty boring. hand went to sleep. Oh, that hurt. Oh, message. My hand fell asleep, guys. Because I got weird. I didn't expect that. Yeah, that's all right. There's only two of us. There's only two of us. It is kind of late, so. Hi, Mike. Happy New Year. I don't answer, so I'm just stopping by. Well, thank you for stopping by and saying hi. I hope you had a good Christmas. Thank you for supporting me. I greatly appreciate it. Did you get my Christmas card? I'm going to add some pink up there. And I get a little on there anyway. There we go. Okay. Yep, I'm going to have to get new little dauber sponges. I'll tell that already. It's on my old list. Ooh. Want it to rip? No, okay, we're good. Oh, it's pretty. Liking the look of it. My fingers are falling asleep. I don't know my camera. Sorry. I like how it kind of has that ring going. I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't leave. I'll be right back. I gotta go run my hand underwater. Hopefully, I didn't mess up my hand when I fell, because that would really suck. So I fell today. Hi, Gloria. Fell on a shoveling today. Got a bruise on my butt, bruise on my hip, and on my hands tingly. So I don't know if it's because I'm doing the emotion. I hope that's all it is. We will see. I ran in underwater and helped a little. Or maybe I just slept on it wrong, too. Happy New Year, Gloria. Did you have a good Christmas? Your house was beautiful. Loved it. So pretty. Did you have fun after Christmas shopping? I bet you got some good bargains for next year. I'm so behind on videos again. It's unreal. I can't keep. It's like I catch up and then I get behind again. Oh my God. Is he all right? Yes, I will pray for him. Do they know what's wrong with him? At least. He wasn't on the flight where everybody got sick, was he? Because wasn't that in Florida? Ooh. Ooh. I will pray for him. Oh, but damn it. Not allowing a bill. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Yeah, definitely a rough start of the new year. alcohols. Well, yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot going on. Yeah, I gotta get these. I gotta get new sponges. My sponges are falling apart so bad. I could make these a little better. I was thinking about getting his new Tim Holtz, the new ones with like the brushes. I wonder how those work. I'll have to see if anybody has them. Can you see the grit? It's all little sponge. I don't know if you guys can see that. See that little gritting on there? Right here? Right here? It's all his sponge coming off. I'm good. Holidays were awesome. Family's good, healthy. Kids had a great Christmas. Understand that, Gloria. One more page. Come back in here. So, Ah, thank you. I didn't go too much over. Well, I didn't have a lot of money to play with after the sales, so I found some stuff actually, the stuff that I found was stuff that I looked at after Christmas. So I was like really happy to find it. Like the little camper, I really wanted that, but I wasn't paying no $20 for that camper. So I was happy to find it after Christmas. Yeah, I could believe they wanted $20 for that thing. I was all excited when me and Diamond were Christmas shopping and I saw that. Then until I picked it up, I was like, "Oh hell no!" Ew. So there were some things I wanted to go check out after Christmas, and that was one of them. And I got lucky; I actually found it in the little stocking holders. I would have rather two trucks, but I was happy with the one truck and in the little station wagon. So I haven't been to Tuesday morning and go. I spent a lot at Target, so that was my Christmas money. I got it for Christmas. And I didn't see anything Christmas shopping at Tuesday morning that caught my fancy that I wanted to go back for. So, well, there's still time. Unless you put them all away. I actually did really good. I kept to my budget. For Christmas presents for everybody. I'm proud of myself there. Well, I hope Brian feels better and gets better. Right, I think it looks pretty good. Wow. Thank you. I've been watching his videos, and basically what I'm trying to do is practice my blending. Oh, hi, Pink Butterfly. How are you? So, I don't know how well this pink's going to show up, so I might have to change color. So we will see. Oh yeah, you can see it. So that's cool. So I wanted. I'm good. I don't know if you guys can see, but there are squares in there. Can you see them? Ooh. They're there. I think another color. Oh, why am I crafting so late? I was tired earlier, so I went to bed about probably 7:15, and I woke up about midnight. So I thought, what the hell? Come on. So that's why I'm crafting so late. And I thought, what the heck, I'll just come on. That's all. No special reason. Just thought, what the heck, I'm up. Hi, Scrap. Hi, Scrapbook and Eye Candy. I mean, I made dinner, talked to Scott, and looked at him, took a bath. I fell today. Excuse me. Shoveling snow and took a hot bath and put. I have this thing I can put in my tub that makes bubbles and stuff. It's like a hot tub. It's a mat, and I could lay on it because I thought I'd be hurting worse today, but it's early yet. But I think I jarred my wrist because my wrist is hurting. Yeah, I call myself a napper. Like I'll nap for like 3 hours, be up for 5, and then nap. Usually I've been good in a routine since the holidays. I've always been that way. And I've been watching Diane Rivalry from Ranger. Well, I don't have her inks, and I only have a couple of her sprays. She kind of did her backgrounds with sprays, so I thought I'd just do mine with Distress Oxides and Pots. And this is a new book that I am just going to be learning the mixed media techniques. And this was one thing I saw her do, and I thought it was so cool, so I wanted to try it. Learning to work with backgrounds and all that. I love doing mixed media. So I want to work on learning more techniques, and I'm all over. I'm watching people, different channels do mixed media. I'm trying to learn from all the wonderful people out there. Getting the color combo so the color combo looks good. I have come to realize mixed mods. Oh, I'm gonna write that down. I kind of have a tendency to kind of get carried away once in a while. Sometimes I go kind of overboard, I think. Then I look at other people and I'm thinking, well, yeah, I guess I'm not going too overboard. You know? And with mixed media, where can you go wrong, actually? You know, seriously. How can you go wrong with mixed media? Because I think mixed media, to me, is interpretation of what you want it to look like or do. Because to me, it kind of reminds me of abstract painting. I always liked doing abstract painting when I was a kid. So I look at mixed media like that. I don't know if that's weird. I think like that or not. I never claim to be an expert either, because I'm far from it. Yeah. I mean, I'm taking something like I watched Diane do this, and I kind of took that idea in my head, but she's used her sprays, and I only have 2 of her sprays. I do have the tattered lace sprays, and I don't have. And this is just a sketchbook I'm using, so I have to test to see if I should maybe gesso the pages before I try to spray them. So I'm gonna test my little scraps here, which I'm gonna be adding back in the book eventually. I'm gonna test spray on this to see how um the spray will work on the paper. I mean, there is so much different mixed media out there. It's unbelievable. There is not just one type of mixed media, I've come to realize. Yeah. Pink Butterfly's name's Angelique. I like her name. Angelique. And scrapbooking eye candy albums is Millie. Oh, I'm just reading chat. You guys are doing that already. Yeah, I'm far behind. Okay. I'm a little slow here. You guys aren't, the SUB to each other, please do so. I don't know. Sometimes they don't like you saying that. So, if you like to be friends with each other, there we go. Please do so. Okay. All right. Now, I'm a Tina Louise. Oh, cool. Yeah. You know what? I got out of doing pocket letters until I did scrapbooking, eye candy, and albums and beyond. Millie's challenge or swap she had going on. And I thought, you know what? Let's do a pocket letter or a flip book. So, and I was like, what can I do for Valentine's Day? And I thought it was a good idea. So, glad. I have to go over to see if anybody else signed up. I didn't check it out before I came on. I just hope everything goes right because this. I have I'll tell you what it is. I got it all wrote down in my book. I have a swap going on. It's a Valentine's swap. You can make a Valentine themed pocket letter or flip book with the goodies, a memory dex card or an index card. Because I had a person message me going, Tina, I don't have memory dex. So I also included index card. I didn't write that in here. Just in case you don't have a memory dex card. You can do either one. It has to be Valentine's theme. You have to decorate the front. And then or some sort of candy. Chocolate, the little sweetheart candy. You know, that heart candy with the little sayings on it. Everybody comes out with it at Valentine's Day. And a Valentine's card, you can make a Valentine's card or you can buy it. And then on the 19th, the 19th of January, I will put everybody's names in. And I'm going to probably go on live and pick partners out. And then you would have to get a hold of each other to get each other's information to send out to each other. I thought it was a fun one. So if you want, it's on my channel. I don't think it's that hard either, really. And you don't have to send anything, and I don't have to send anything back, because I was doing them that way for a while, and I was like, you know what? It's double the price, and it doesn't make sense to me. To send to me, for me to send it back, no. Just, I hope there ain't any flakers. That's all I pray for. But I've been pretty lucky in that aspect, so. I just put it out yesterday. So. You had a lot on your mind the last few days, so Gloria, that's probably why, honey. Your butt was at the emergency room with your hubby, which is more important than my video. I'd be the wife to say, "Well, hang on, honey, let me grab my art bag and my coloring books before we leave." That'd be me. Or I'd be calling one of the kids. Hey, I'm at the emergency room with dad. Hey, you guys need to get here, but hey, stop at the house and get my art bag. Here's where it is. Yep. Well, yeah, because I was having I'd be like, okay, my bag's here with all my color pencils and my coloring books are here. There's a purple bag hanging in my closet. Grab that, put it all in. Oh, by the way, grab my tablet as well. I'm gonna be here a while. I'll be going to grab my webcam, just hook and leave it on my tablet. Just take it off it and just bring that with. I'll go live at the hospital. Hey everybody, I'm crafting at the hospital. Where am I going to be coloring? Because I can't bring everything up with me. My husband's in surgery, and I thought instead of losing my mind, I'll come on and talk to you folks. So when my dad had surgery, I was just barely starting YouTube 3 years ago. I'd have to look. I think it was after my dad's accident or right before. I don't remember. So I didn't, but I would go up and sit with him for hours. And then when he got moved to the nursing home for physical therapy, I'd bring stuff up to make cards because he'd just sit there watch TV, but he didn't want to be there by himself. So I call them the old biddies because they're so funny. Those elderly ladies in nursing home, they're always bickering back and forth with each other about something. It was funny. Me and my dad would just laugh at them. They come walking in my dad's room like they own the joint. What's she doing here? Who is she, Roger? They'd go and he'd be like, "That's my daughter." Or, and then they'd want to craft and color or do something with me. I was having fun. Yeah. Oh, I would too. See, that's where I think I get my creative activity is because I was a hospital child. I was in and out of the hospital because I ran through a storm door when I was 7 years old and got glass in my eye. And I was in the hospital for, God, sometimes it was 2 weeks, sometimes it was 6 weeks, all depend on what they were doing. And I always asked for coloring books and crayons. Yeah, I hate them too. They're not my best friend either. And then my dad, when I went in the hospital when I was 17 years old, I had to spend a week in a hospital when I had my feet operated on. I had both my feet operated on. All at one time when I was 17. He went and bought me. He's like, "What can I get you?" And I looked at him like, I gave my dad this look like, seriously? He's like, "Okay, I'll go get you some coloring books and crayons." And that's before the adult coloring book. And I said to him, "Not the 24 pack." He goes, "Yeah, I know, the 64." He brought me coloring book and crayons when I had Diamond in the hospital. And I was only staying like 2 days. I laughed so hard I'll never forget that. He showed up with a baby present and coloring in and crayons. Sometimes my dad surprises me. Mhm. No tiny appointments. Well, I have to have a physical, and now Scott's insurance changed, and now we don't know if I can go to the same doctor, and I'm going to be so flippin' mad. Because I like my doctor. I don't want to switch doctors again. I just finally found him. I was like, do we have to switch doctors? And Scott goes, I don't think so, but we have to wait for the thing to come out. I'm like, oh my God. I hate insurance. I hate doctors and I hate insurance companies. Yep. Well, I think any crafting is good therapy. I kind of like it. Can you guys see? Oh, you can see the squares. Looking at it. I think I did good on the background. What do you guys think? I'm still thinking I might just do this page and be done with it because it's bugging me. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. It'll just look better for me. Wow, yeah. Sponge time, Tina, sponge time. I'll have to see if Joanne's running a sale on Tim Holtz. Well, I won $20 from Huckleberry Urban Arts. Yeah, I got my dad a pain doctor. He was really good for my dad. But some people tell me they're a waste of time. So, but I've never had to use one myself. But I just discussed with my doctor having, oh, now I don't know what the hell they were called. Shots put in my lower back and my hip area because that's bothering me more. And I can't remember what he told me it's called. Oh, it's gonna bug me. I hate that. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah, every 3 months, every 6 months. I've never had it done before. I don't remember what he told me. It was cortisone. We were going to discuss it more because cortisone, oh man, it's going to bug me. Because he wanted me to have my physical before he wanted to do it. And that was it's due. And I was like, well, the new insurance year is coming. I can hold out. Because I figured, I'm going to have that done. And I didn't meet my deductible for last year. So I was thinking, well, you know what? If I'm going to have this done, I might as well wait and started with the new deductible year. That was my thought. So I messed up my sciatica nerve when I fell a couple years ago. And all I do is have to step wrong once, and man, I can agitate that puppy. That's why I was like, how am I gonna feel since I fell today? But see, I knew I was falling, so I kind of braced myself to fall. It's when I can't catch myself falling. And it was more like a slip fall. I slid down my shoveling. So I saw it coming, so I braced myself. It's when it occurs when I can't catch myself, usually. You got one in my back one time, it was okay for 2 minutes. So, was the last time, man, I agitated it. Oh, God, I was in pain for at least a week, over a week. I can't do that again. And the thing is I don't even know what I do to agitate it when I strain my back. I never can figure out what I do. Because I tell you, if I knew what I did, I'd never do it again. That's for sure. No. They heat hot around for months. I fell down my basement stairs 8 years ago. And I figured, oh, I just bruised my tailbone. So I am like, and I'm stubborn. I hate doctors because when you're a hospital, as I call it, hospital kid, you really don't want to go back there. So I thought it'll go away, and I ignored it. I didn't let anybody know how much pain I exactly was in, but I kept falling down. And then when I scared the bejesus out of my son, that was it. Scott made me go to the emergency room that night, but I kept going to the chiropractor, and the chiropractor would adjust me. And I remember my son-in-law saying, "I thought going to one of these was supposed to make you feel better. I'd come out of there feeling first." Well, here I had a fracture, two or three hairline fractures in my hip joint. Also, and going to chiropractor, they weren't healing. I ended up physical therapy. And physical therapy helped me, but now I'll have that nerve damage the rest of my life. There's nothing until it happens. Same thing always. Oh, I've said that about my hip. I want to be a Barbie. Just pop one on and put a new one on. Oh, my poor sponge. Look at it. As soon as I get done with this, I'm going to throw it away. Good morning, Susan. Another one bites the dust, and another one, and another one. Yeah, I definitely got to get new ones. There, that looks better. All right. Yeah, this one's done too. They gotta come up with a better solution for them. I'm gonna have to ask somebody if they've used the it's like a lipstick and it's got the bristles on it to do this with the Tim Holtz distress inks. Let's see if anybody's got them and see how well they work. Before I invest in them. I was looking at them. Was it Amazon I saw them at? Because I go through a lot of these little sponges. There's got to be something better out there that you can get away with using. That's more cost effective. Well, after I get this part done, because I decided to do the side, I am going to take black marker or black pen and go and zigzag with my ruler, and I'm going to doodle, and then probably put some stamp images. I don't know. It's just, I don't remember what the name of they are, Susan, but they reminded me of a lipstick, and you could spin and the bristles came on, and I guess you could use them with the distress oxides. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to help Hubby when he comes home. Ew. Yeah, he'll be walking stiff for a while, that one. You'll figure it out, Gloria, because you're one tough cookie. But I saw somebody use like these makeup brushes. You know, Jennifer McGuire. Another name I'm gonna have to go look up here. I'll have to check that out. Thank you. I take notes and then I go back. Is that her channel name? Is Jennifer McGuire? Favorite tools. Yeah. We all have inner strength we don't realize we have until we need it. And Scott says when something occurs, I get tunnel vision. The whole world will go by. When my brother died and I had to plan my brother's funeral, I knew my kids were okay because my husband was taking care of them, but I had to take care of my brother's arrangements, and I had to think of my parents. So I get tunnel vision really bad when some circumstances. And I don't think of myself. I won't eat. I won't sleep. That's what worries my husband. There we go. Good. I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick, ladies. I will be right back. They are ink loaded. Alright, I'm back. Oh. Okay. Oh, Gloria's in more pain than me. I feel bad for Gloria. Mine comes and goes. Now, this is not my idea, guys, just so you're aware. I watched Diane from Ranger. I've been watching a lot of her videos lately and learning her mixed media and stuff, so I can't take credit for this. Just so you're aware. Actually, man, Gloria, okay. Huff, like, I'm not that much pain. I agitate my pain. Gloria's in constant pain. I'm not in a constant pain. Oh, the paper a little bit. Oh well. I'll fix. Wait, Tina, what if you do it with a color? I would, except this is such thin paper, and all my markers go through. I have to get some markers that don't bleed through paper. Because this is a sketchbook. I don't have, so I'm going to use black this time. And eventually I want to get markers that are cool markers that don't bleed. Because all my markers bleed. Because I love these. I got these from the Petal Doodlers. But they go through. They bleed right through, see? So, I gotta find some markers that don't bleed. Colored pencil. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could use colored pencils, but I'm kind of late now. It'll look cool. Let's see. The colored pencils are sitting here. My desk is such a mess right now. I got everything out. Timber! Did you hear that? Crash and burn. Wake up the neighbors. Wake up the husband. Oh. Bear with me, ladies. I'm putting some stuff away. Yeah. All right. I'll remember that next time. Pink. Angelique. Cool. You don't. Yeah, it's. I'm so sorry to hear that about your nephew. Like we started ended December with a loss in our family. My cousin's son was killed, and I'm like, man, I would not want to walk in her shoes at all. And now her other children aren't talking to her. I don't understand. I don't understand sometimes kids or parents for that matter. I mean, I understand she's going through a lot because she lost her son. She didn't want to celebrate Christmas, but she had 3 other children and 1 grandchild, and sometimes you have to put feelings aside and think, "Yep." I told her when she was kind of bitching about her kids, and I'm like, "Well, Jackie, they're they lost a sibling also, because I said I can't relate to losing a child. I've seen the effect of losing a child on my mother, but I can look at the perspective of being the sibling that lost a brother, 2 of them, you know." And I said, "Jackie," I said, "as a parent, yeah, they're adult children, but they're mourning too. So you have to kind of take that day, put your feelings. All they wanted to do was just get together. They didn't want to do the whole, um, exchange gifts. They just wanted to spend the day with their mother, and she's kind of blocked her other children out, you know. And then, like I said to her when she was talking about it, and I'm like, well, sometimes Jackie, they just wanted to spend the time with you. But I'm gonna say sorry, my cousin Jackie's kind of selfish too. She always has been. My mom used to say that, Gloria. Asleep when I'm dead, she'd say them. Yeah. But like I told her when she was talking to me about it, I'm like, what did they want to do? I'm thinking they wanted a big dinner, the usual Christmas festive. She's like, no, we weren't doing that this year. They just wanted to spend the day with me. And I'm like, and you had a problem with that? But she'd be the first one to bitch if they didn't, you know? It's weird. Yeah, I don't get it. But I have not been in her shoes, but I can relate to being that child that lost a sibling. And I told her, Jackie, you might have to put your feelings aside. Your kids are lost their sibling. And one and he was a twin, and his twin is having a really tough time. Tough time. Yeah, this paper's thin. She's not thinking right. That's right. But this is the same mother that don't talk to her. And I said to her, and I said to Jack, because she's mad because her kids aren't talking to her now. And I'm like, well, you know what? Yeah, she's in pain. Her children are in pain, and her kids aren't talking to her. And I said, and I'm like, well, now you know how it feels because she hasn't talked to her own mother in 4 years. I said, sometimes you create what you do to yourself, it comes back on you. But I can't walk in her shoes. I don't want to sound ungrateful or anything. I do have this too. Yeah. Yeah. So, she's experiencing what she's put her mother and father through. Oh, look at. See, every marker I have, this paper's terrible. It's my favorite pen, too. To go back to this one. I'll make that look. Yep. But like I told her that what comes around sometimes goes around. And right now, she's experiencing that twofold. And it's sad how it happened. But like I told their dad, I said, Donnie, regardless, yeah. I told the dad they're divorced. Whatever you have to, if your kids need to talk to you, let them talk to you about their sibling. Because I couldn't talk about my brother at all. My mom would just cry, and it caused me a lot of pain. But on a happier note, so we'll pray for Gloria's husband. And hopefully the rest of 2019 is better. I'm going to run this. I'm going to look so odd. Let's, yeah, drunk. Walking down railroad tracks. 22 years old. Out of breath celebrating his 22nd birthday. Which is quite sad. He died on his birthday. Are you leaving Pink or Angelique? Oh, I mean, I feel bad for her, don't get me wrong. I'm not that cruel. Wow. That's yeah, sad. It was sad all around. Yeah, it's too much of that. Well, too much. Too much. Uh, yeah. See when Diamond goes out? Tell what story, Gloria? Mhm. When Diamond goes out, she lives out of town here. She comes into town, she drops her van off, and she Ubers, and then she'll just come here and she spends the night here. And she lives 25 minutes out of town. And Sam, they have girls' night out. Her and her girlfriend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was out on his birthday. His alcohol level was 3 times our legal limit, and the bar never cut him off. And him and another buddy were walking home instead of driving, and they were walking on the railroad tracks, and for some reason they didn't hear a train coming at them. I don't that he was that intoxicated. The driver said he could see him, and he was just a blaring on the horn, and they didn't move. He didn't move until last minute. So I don't know. But I found out for the family. Yep. I did find out from the family grapevine he was suicidal, so it's hard to say. Because the other guy got off. The other guy heard the train, jumped off. I don't know the whole story. I just, and I don't really, not that I don't care, but I don't need to know it either. It's not my business. But I guess it wasn't the first time he's played, I don't know the word you want to use, Russian roulette with his life, drunk or sober. Does that make sense? But that's hearsay. Yeah, that's what we've heard playing chicken. Sad because of the people left behind. His mom, his dad, oops, his sisters, and his brother and a niece. They don't think of the ones they leave behind when they pull that stuff. So I finished this row off with this marker because with this pen, I didn't think this would bleed through, but it did. So I'm gonna fix it, and then I'm gonna switch out. Yeah. Yep, exactly. The thing is my cousin's Jackie, her attitude about her children was always not my child, not my children. My children are perfect, and she ignored a lot of issues. I mean, she wasn't talking to him, rarely talking to her son because when they divorced, she married the kids' father twice. The son chose to go live with his dad, so she was mad at him. And she held that against him for 3 years. I was like, seriously? You're mad at your son because he wanted to live with his dad, not you. And I know she probably is living with a lot of regret. She has to be. That's probably why she's going through what she's going through. Mm. Yeah, I see it here too. I always tell my son, you can't find your own happiness, or I can't find your happiness. You have to find your happiness, but I can help you along. That makes sense. I'm here. I'll do anything I can for you. My son is 22 years old, and I would be devastated. This is a woman. I'm sitting here because I was online. I was on morning line. Got a phone call from my cousin Connie. She told me about it. I'm like, should I come up? She's like, you don't have to. And then she called me back and told me the update. And then she called me back saying, can you come up? And as I'm like, okay, so yeah. Oh, my cousin's husband was a good man. She couldn't stay at a casino. But so I was about finding it because I don't have a driver's license. So I got offline because I was actually on live when it came when I got to know when my cousin called me. So I'm finding a ride, and as I'm sitting here calling trying to find a ride, seeing how much is in my account to use Uber if I needed to go to the hospital, and it came across the line that she already posted on Facebook before her ex-husband's family knew. His aunt read it on Facebook. She decided to post it because they had to turn off the machine for him. I'm like, who does that? I could not even phantom or even sit to be able to type a notification on Facebook within 19 minutes after the fact. My aunt and uncle and my cousins were up at the hospital. My cousin calls me to tell me, yeah, Clayton's gone. I'm like, I already know. And she goes, oh, somebody call you? And I'm like, no, I read it on Facebook. And they were like, how'd you read it on Facebook? I said, Jackie already posted on Facebook. They were mad. They've been sitting up there for 45 minutes and she never came out to tell anybody. The grandparents, my aunt and uncle, their grandson's gone. They didn't know, but I knew here sitting on because she posted it on Facebook. I wouldn't have been in my um right state of mind to even to think about putting it on Facebook within, yeah, 19 minutes after, because she wanted, totally understand, she wanted every test possible that they could run, but he was brain dead. I mean, he was dragged they figure 10 to 12 cars underneath that train. There was nothing they could do with him. Finally, the dad said enough is enough. This is him because he had 15 small strokes and heart attacks. It happened with by 6 o'clock. That there was nothing they could do for him. So Donnie finally said enough is enough. I'm done watching my son go because they'd get in the room to sit with him, and he'd have a heart attack or he'd have a mild stroke, and then you know how they all rush in. And Donnie made the decision because she didn't want to. But I couldn't get over that she put it on Facebook within 19 minutes. That I knew before people that were actually at the hospital. Because my cousin Connie, that was her nephew, she lost her two boys in a bad car accident 7 years ago, and we're really close. So she was having a hard time. It was bringing back a lot of memories. So I was like, "Okay, Connie, you want me up there? I'm coming. Let me find a ride, you know." So I thought Connie was calling. I said, "Just call me if you need to, talk. I'll listen while I'm trying to get there." So when Connie called me, I told her I already knew. She was calling to tell me. I'm like, "I already know." And she's like, "How do you know?" I said, "Jackie already has it on Facebook." She goes, "My parents haven't even got no. My parents don't know yet. They are down at the chapel, and Penny went to get them." And I'm like, "Well, it's on Facebook." The last place I would be thinking would be Facebook. I'd be devastated. But some people are like that. She won't talk to her mother. Her mom wants to. No. So I'm just doodling right now, as you can tell. And then I'll do some stamp images and all sorts of stuff on this. And I switched pens that I don't think will leak through. Not bad. Thank you. It's not my idea. I've been watching Diane Bravely from Ranger, kind of learning little things from her. The only thing I didn't do is I used the Distress Oxides, not the sprays. She did her background with sprays. I don't have. I only have three of her sprays. So I am just doing a kind of mixed media layout, just putzing. I'm learning to blend, which is the idea. I've been watching Diane from Ranger doing her little doodling and mixed media. I just didn't use her inks because I didn't have. I only have 3 of her sprays. She did her background with spray. I did mine with Distress Oxides. And as you can see, it goes both ways. And then I messed up here a little bit, but no big deal. Because my pen bled through. And then I'll add to it. And who knows what it'll turn out to be. And I might come back in. Because technically the book looks like this. Yeah, no, right? Yeah, I guess it don't matter. But I'll probably come in with some stamp images, maybe, you know, fix this up a little bit here. It don't look so. When my pen bled through. I just have to remember to always put paper in between. Oh yeah, I love how it turned out. And that's another thing I'm learning is trying to get the colors to actually look good together. You know, blending. So I figured, what the heck. Basically, I'm just doodling now. I think I'll finish coming across here because I changed markers. And as you can tell, I'm not perfect. They're not perfect. Iodine. Yeah, I did too. I've used this color combo before, so I knew what is gonna. I'm going to try to sleep a bit. Keep in touch. Hugs to everyone. Yes, Gloria, let me know how your husband's doing. Go get some rest before you have to go see Brian. My thoughts and prayers are with you and him. But so I knew how this color combo was gonna work. So that's why when I started this new book, I figured I'd do start out with what I knew familiar with. And I like turquoise and greens, blues and greens together. And see, I got, when I did the pages, I'm going to take these and test with the spray because I would like to use some of my sprays. But I want to test to see maybe I have to gesso this before I can spray on this paper. So, and then figured out nothing else. After I'm done testing it, I'm going to just tape it back in the book somewhere and have, again, I hardly waste anything. See, my theory is if you come back here, you can see where I oops, but there is no mistake in crafting. That's all right. I understand. I'm up late. I went to bed early and I woke up early. So I thought I'd just come on. Yeah. Yep. So that's basically what I'm trying. This book's going to be is learning the different color combinations, doing different little things in it. Just going to be a mixed media book. I'm watching her videos and then trying her things. The only thing, like I said, I don't have a lot of her because she did her background with her sprays. And when I did it on my this is my calendar, my journal, or not my journal, my planner this year, or I'm using it as a journal. I did the sprays that I had on hers. I did this one. Nope, that's ink. Trying to see. Where's the spray? This is her spray, and I got it so dark. It turns out so dark on me. I liked it. And then this, I kind of did sprays and the inks combo. And then this one I did a little bit of spray, and if you could tell it, I shouldn't have because the paper buckled, but I was like, oh well. I don't believe in mistakes. It's always a learning process. And then this, because this background's, this is what it looks like. It's Monday through Sunday, and then this side is background, and I just doodled here. And I started kind of journaling my week. But yeah, I thought it turned out, for an oops, because it kind of came out darker. And it could have been because the back was like this, the cover, it's like a kind of brown. It could have been just the type of material. I have sprays. That's what a friend of mine told me last night about the eyeshadow. I was like, really? Because I have sprays. I diluted some of hers that I had, and I have the tattered lace sprays, but they're kind of shimmery. But she was telling me about the eyeshadow technique, and I'm like, I might have to do that because I have eyeshadow in my drawer I don't even use. So I thought, get me some little bottles and make some. But like I said, tonight I just wanted to putz a little bit when I woke up, and I didn't know, because this is a sketchbook. It's just sketchbook paper, so it's not that thick. So I might have to maybe glue a couple pages together when I go to use the sprays, you know what I mean? But we'll see. I figured that'd be it for another day. Exactly. It's my thing. So I'll make it work. I mean, this is where the pen bled through, so I so what I'll do is I'm going to see if one works the best. None of them actually. So, I probably can add another one in between. Oh yeah. There we go. Looks better. I'll be right back, ladies. Lucy, you don't need any food. You're fine. Eat what's in the dish. My cat drives me crazy. They said there's 2 people watching. I'm sorry, I want to say good morning to my husband. He got up for work. Forgot to start his coffee pot for him. I heard him, but he beat me to it this morning. All of a sudden, I heard the TV on, and I'm like, I didn't hear. I had my door shut, so I didn't hear him go by. And then all of a sudden, I heard voices. I'm like, what is it? Was my husband already in the living room? He said he could hear me talking, so he knew I was live. Yeah, my cat's the same way. Her dish, and she won't, you know, the thing is she has the little, she'll eat all the big pieces, the little broken pieces that happen. She won't eat them. So I make her eat them. And then she'll pester the living hell out of me until I put food in her. So you know what I do? I go in and I stir it with my finger and then she'll eat. Drives me crazy. I said to my husband, I said, if I come back for reincarnation, I want to be a cat so I can drive somebody else crazy in their lifetime. And she sure drives me batty. Maybe it's in the name. Surprised she hasn't jumped up here. Because she'll pester the living hell out of me until I do it. And the vet told me to watch what she eats because she's kind of chunky. And I'm like, yeah, but she drives me crazy if there's no food in that dish. So I don't feed her a lot. And now she thinks that she wants the dish full to the top. I put a little half about this, probably a cup, not even a cup, a measuring cup, because that's what he told me to start giving her. They don't need to, they eat steady. He says they don't need the dish full. She drives me absolutely crazy. She'll bug and she'll meow all day. And she won't, if I'm sleeping, she'll bother me while I'm sleeping. But she found out the hard way the other night because I battered her away. Fell right off the bed. I was like, well, that's what you get. Leave me alone. I'm tired. Go eat the food you got. Now my other cat that passed away, I couldn't get her to eat enough. But we found out she had um some sort of eating like disease. Her stomach. We took her to the vet, and I was talking to her. We didn't do it. We put her down. She died before we could put her down. But everything I was telling the vet that looked at her, because we were bringing her to the vet when she died, he thinks she had half a stomach. Yeah, I give her a little bit of dry food, and then I also treat her. I open a little can of the wet food, and then I give her a little bit, and then throughout the week. So she's got dry food during the day, and and wet food. At least 3 times a week, I give her wet food. But she's always been that way. I called her the queen bee. But yeah, he thinks everything I told him about my other cat, that she had maybe not a whole stomach, because she was. I called her my petite cat. People thought she was less. They'd be like, "Oh, she's such a little kitten," and I'm like, "No, she's 5 years old." She was so tiny, and I thought maybe because this cat, Lucy, was a greedy cat that she wasn't getting to the food dish, so I would feed her in my craft room, and I watched her. She wasn't a big eater. And I'd get the moist food out, and she'd just want the juice, not the meat. Yeah, she got really sick on us, and I we j- I couldn't afford this, to have I mean, she kept on having bladder problems, and she had this mucus coming out of her, and I I mean, I paid $85 for antibiotic once, and then it'd go away, and then it'd come back. hmm That I finally decided maybe the best bet was to put her down because she was so sick. And we were headed to a friend of ours vet, and he was gonna put her down, put her to sleep for me, and then it was 25 minutes to 30 minutes from where we lived, and I was petting her on our way out there, and she just died in my arms. But because I wasn't getting anywhere with a vet in town, so I was going to actually yeah, they're crazy. I was going to a vet that actually deals with cows. He was a farms vet. He's not like a small animal vet. He was a big animal vet. And my buddy, Scott's friend and ours, said, "Why don't you bring your cat out here and let my buddy look at him?" So he got a hold of him. He was a large animal vet because nothing was helping. I said, twice I paid for her to get on this antibiotic that was supposed to take this. It's like a bladder infection she had. It'd go away, and right away it'd be back within 2 weeks. Nothing I was doing. And so he was gonna check her out for me, see if we could save her. She got Within 2 days I couldn't win. I couldn't get ahead of it. And then I said to Scott, I couldn't keep affording the vet bill. I felt bad because she was like part of our family, but I just couldn't keep the vet bill up. So, but after I was telling him everything that I was experienced with her, he thinks she had half a stomach. The way she ate all her life. Everything is wrong. But she's buried in my buddy's flower garden next to the frog pond with his cat. But if something happens to Lucy, we're not getting any more animals. We're getting too old for animals. The only reason I had these two cats is, yeah, exactly. That's what even the large animal vet told me. I could have spent thousands. He says once a cat gets sick, they are hard to get 100%. Once an animal gets sick, he says, because he advised me once. He told me, I asked him, I said, if she was still alive, what would you have told me to do? He goes, personally? I'm like, yeah. He goes, in my opinion, I'd have told you to put her down. He goes, because there's no, she's been this sick with this infection. It was going on 6 months. I was fighting this damn infection with her. And so I didn't notice it right away. I was finding these wet spots, and I was like, where is this coming from? Well, then I realized it was her when she was laying him and crawled on my lap one day. And but he thinks she had half a stomach and a feline something disease. He called it. I don't remember. It was a while ago. But I'm like, I don't have that much money to spend on my own health. I can't spend it on my cat. Sorry. People may think that's cruel, but these cats were my granddaughter's animal cats, and my daughter couldn't have them in a place she moved to, so I took them temporarily. Well, guess what? Yeah, and well, they ended up being a permanent. So after this one, no more. Right. I'm actually a dog person. But I said to Scott, we had a cat, Melody, my husband's cat. She was 22 years old when she died. She had more than 9 lives, I tell you. That's what I told my husband. We got her when we bought our house, and she was 4 years old when we got her. But she's sad. Yep, she's happy now. My Christmas. Yeah, matter of fact, she would have been 5 years old because I got her at Christmas. We would have had her 5 years this Christmas. 'Cause that's what I said. I'd take the cats, so she came over Christmas Day with the cats 5 years ago. As a matter of fact, Lucy is her mother, Paz's mother. And I only wanted Paz. But Paz, once I got Paz, Christmas Paz, I called her because her name was Paz, and then I got her at Christmas, so I called her Christmas Paz. She meowed because she was for like 2 weeks straight. I'm like, why is this? And I think because she came from a house with more than one cat. Yeah, she was 22 years old. Because that was we got it. My mom, kids wanted a pet. So when we bought our house, I said we could get a cat. We'd start with a cat. Then my mom's knew a friend. She was moving to Florida and she had this cat, Melody, and she was 5 years old when we got her. And we had her. See, figure this out. I figured it was 20. See, it was 5 when we got her. We got her in 2000 and in 2016. Yeah, so it was like 20 years. But Christmas Pause, she just meowed and meowed after Diamond brought her over. That the only reason I took Lucy is I felt bad because she was lonely. And then when we got Lucy, the mom, she quit meowing steady. So I think she's the only, out of Lucy's litter, Paz was the only one that lived. So when I told the vet that, he said, yeah, there might have been something wrong since that cat's been born. He said the vet, and I said, no, the vet in town told me some cats are small. But he thinks she had a small stomach, half a stomach or something, deformed. She never, like I said, she never ate much. But we're done after Lucy. Matter of fact, if we move, I said to my daughter, you might have to take Lucy. Oh, I just realized I have two. Oh, well. Oh, well. Stuff happens. Looks kind of cool. Let me open it. All right. So we are on triangles. I got thrown out with the trash. Yeah, it's weird YouTube, I tell you. I don't know. They're always doing something, always changing something. I'm always getting some sort of a notification that they're doing this. Okay, yeah. I'm a little pebble in a big pond when it comes to YouTube. I said, I guess I have to swear, put on funky mirror. I said to my son, because I get some views, but I'm not get a lot of views on my videos. And I said to my son one day, because he was checking out my channel, and he's like, Mom, you don't get a lot of views. And I'm like, I do this because I like doing this. I don't do it, I am monetized because I reached it and I went for it. But, 1 month I made $17. Oh, yeah. But I said, I guess I have to swear, have some drama, put funky makeup on, and walk around cemeteries to get the views. He goes, "What?" I said, "Yeah." I was watching Cemetery, and I said, "People, those those channels that walk around cemeteries and all that get a lot of views." I said, "And I'm not a big I don't have a sponsor. I don't have the sponsorship, and I don't have one craft style. Craft everything. I'll try something. So, but I do this for my enjoyment. If I get 10 views, I'm happy. If I don't get any views, oh well. Yeah, exactly. I guess, yeah. I got flagged for saying a die. I'm gonna get out my dies now. And I was like, I get flagged for using that word, but some people can swear up the storm on their channels, and that's not getting flagged. Well, explain that to me. You know, I don't know. Or my video will be reviewed, and then it'll be put back up because they realize. Or I could do the SMR or whatever videos where it's like tapping their finger. But it's like I fell down for a friend. I was like, oh my god! And they had up teen views on those SMR or whatever videos, whispering over and over the same word because it's. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know myself, actually. But I'm okay with what I'm doing. My most watched video that I have on my channel is my grandson getting off the school bus, and it's probably 43 seconds long. Him getting off the school bus and me asking him how his day was. It has been my most watched video. Two more lines. Kind of cool. Probably could have fit another one there, but oh well. Yep. As my father-in-law would say, it's a millennium thing. I get a charge on him. My father-in-law is 75 years old, and he just shakes his head and says, "It must be a millennium thing." I laugh so hard. Yeah, I seen that where the pet rooster runs through. Yeah, I used to have a goose that would run and meet my brother at the school bus when we were kids. But back then, you didn't videotape everything. Yeah. Did you see the little boy that is trying to explain to his mom, and he keeps on calling her by her first name? I can't remember the exact name of the mom. Listen, listen. That'd be my grandson doing that. Yeah, Linda, you're right. Listen, Linda. Yep. I laughed so hard. I was just when I was watching, I could just picture my grandson. Well, my grandson came in. Was it not last week, week before? Nana, can you have a baby? And I'm like, what? Can you have a baby? And I'm like, well, I could have baby, but I choose not to have any babies anymore. I'm not young anymore, Coda, and I'm a grandmother. I wouldn't want a baby that would be younger than my grandchildren. I said, why do you want baby? I want a brother because he has three sisters. And I'm like, well, you should talk to mommy and daddy about that one. Mommy told me she don't want no more babies, so I thought I'd ask you. Well, sorry, buddy. No. Try to give you everything I can possibly, but I ain't giving you a sibling. Or I said, well, he wouldn't be your brother. He'd be your uncle. Oh, he just couldn't figure that one out. But I laughed so hard. Can you have a baby? He's 5 years old. I'm like, where is this coming from? A friend of theirs just had a baby, and it was a boy, and he wants a baby brother. He's got a baby sister. He's got two older sisters, but he wants a baby brother. Anyhow, I'm like, yep, exactly. That's exactly what would be happening. Because I had a tubal once I had my son, I had my tubes tied. We had a scare when I was so sick. And they ran pregnancy test on me. And I looked at the doctor. I'm like, why would you be running a pregnancy test on me? My son is 20 years old. He goes, well, and I'm like, no, 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 no. I had a tubal. He goes, yeah, but things can occur. And I'm like, what? I did freak out my husband. And when he came back in the doctor's room, he's like, what they say? I said, well, honey, we have to prepare ourselves. And he's like, what? I said, I'm pregnant. And he gave me this look over his glasses like, what the? I'd be, how'd that happen? He goes, and I'm like, excuse me? We have to go back to health class or something? I said to him. He's like, I'm like, no. They were just letting me know that came out negative. Back to the drawing board. I'd be sending that baby home with my daughter to raise. But that's what I did so far. And now, like in the spots here, I'll probably do something eventually. But I'm gonna call it a day. I've been on here for 3 hours. I'm gonna try to go back to sleep for a while. I would have to drink, and I don't drink. Oh, exactly, me too. When he told me he was doing a pregnancy test, and I'm like, excuse me? And here was my gallbladder, of all the things. But when he told me that, I'm like, and I did that double, you know how you do that, what did you say? Because I couldn't figure out what's wrong with me. All my symptoms were the opposite of what a gallbladder would be. It was really weird. But it was my gallbladder. That came after they did a CAT or MRI or CAT scan, whatever the hell that machine was. But yeah. But thank you for hanging around with me, Susan. I appreciate it. But I think I'm gonna get off for a while. Try to go back to bed for a little bit. Yeah. Well, I was sick for over a year and a half before they decided to do an MRI to see to figure it out that it was my gallbladder. Of all the things. A lot of money wasted. I mean, they tested me for everything under the sun, I swear, only to come back it was my gallbladder. I said to my doctor, well, that was before I got this doctor, though. So I think the other doctor was trying to make money. They checked me for, cancer, kidney cancer, everything, blah, 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 blah. I got a new doctor and had an episode, and he's the one who figured it out, but he wanted to make sure, so. And then when they did the, MRI, the thing that you kind of go in, he came back, he says, you got gallstones. Because I was having, I said to Doc, I said, I'd rather have another child and go through contraction. This is more painful than child labor. What the hell's wrong with me? And once I told him that, he said I was trying to pass a stone and it was plugged in a duct or whatever he called it. And then that's when they did the MRI. And I'll be darned, I had a gallstone the size of a golf ball. Oh, that was the pain. Yeah. So, but thanks for chilling with me. So, good morning, good night, I'll call it. Ah, yeah. Had fun too. All right, good night or good morning, because it's 4 a.m. where I am. So, talk to y'all later. Bye. Bye.